and welcome. It is July. Did I write
7th,
a date down?
I think
I
it
didn't
is
write
today.
a date down.
6th or 7th. It's
7th.
Thursday.
Yes, and
we are
yes.
At our usual spot. We thought
Yep.
we might go outside today because it's actually quite gorgeous, but
Yes.
it just things going
Did
on.
not
It's
work
not
out that
working
way.
out that way. So we are in our usual spot. We are Three Sisters Knit. I am Magpie 60 on Ravelry. And you are?
I am Sheila, I'm Sheila, and I'm Shishi62 on Ravelry.
Yeah. And we have a Ravelry podcast group, which is Three Sisters Knit Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to look for us there and join. We were just talking about it. I thought I had posted the show notes for episode 25, our last one, and apparently I didn't.
Yep. Which was our podiversary.
It was our podiversary.
Yay!
So I don't know where. I think if you saw our last episode, we had little bit of sparkling wine to drink, and that perhaps is why I didn't.
That I choked down.
Yeah,
literally.
And that could be one of the reasons why I thought that I had put up show notes, but actually didn't. So I'm sorry. I will add those show notes along with the ones for today's.
Yes.
We're at episode 26 today. So thank you for joining us.
Yes. Thank you so much.
We are going to be talking all about yarn and knitting and all sorts of fun things related to that, and maybe any other crafts going on. So
yes.
So apparently I'm the only one who has an FO this time.
Yes.
So and you may see I am wearing my FO. This is at long last my Fayum shawl that I have finished.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
So soft. Oh my gosh, that's so soft.
So today I literally cast it off last night, and then today it's sunny and hot and really warm. So what I did was I have one of those drying racks, like the enameled metal stuff that you hang your delicates on.
Yes.
So
the fold collapsible ones.
Yeah. So I thought I'm going to put that outside, put those mats on top of it, and then pin this out, and it'll dry like in no time. And it did. It did. It was so hot out there. So I had that in the backyard.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And I'm so happy with how that turned out.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the beautiful drop stitch feature in it. Like, oh, isn't that just so pretty?
Yeah.
And this really cool pattern up at the top.
Yes, that's so pretty.
Yeah, it's really neat. And then it's got a very pretty edging of the border stitches as well.
That's quite nice.
I did a little bit
That's
of
very similar to the
yes, it is.
Gallatin
scarf.
Yes.
But when I was working on it,
it's gorgeous.
It's so pretty. And the yarn is Fleece Artist. She calls it tree wool. So it's I think it's like 70%.
It's so pretty.
70% super fine merino and 30% tencel, which is usually it's a tree wool or wood based fiber.
Yes.
And so I'm not sure
it's
what
so
what
soft
it is,
too.
but it's
though.
really soft. It's a bit too warm to wear.
Yes, it's quite warm.
And it's funny because when I was working on it, I thought, wow, it's such different colors for me because anyway, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But one day when I was working on it, I was wearing what I'm wearing right now, which is the white t-shirt, and it looks great with the white.
Yes.
You can see the...
But then, stand up and show them your skirt.
But then look at my skirt.
It's pretty much the same colors, maybe tones are different.
But it's sort of like a different shade of this stuff, and it just goes. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So I have no idea anyway, you think that you're going kind of turning left for, I'm going to try something different
color.
Instead of pink and purple. And I end up, apparently I do like this color combination.
Apparently.
So this is the one I have this done. And I think I looked in my notes and I discovered that, like on my Ravelry page, my project notes, and I discovered that it's, I think I started it in March or something. So I'm like the world's slowest knitter. But I have finished a pair of socks since then, so I'm really happy. Anyway, I wanted to show, this is the pattern. It is a paid-for pattern. So that's the pattern, and I just thought it was so nice, and that's
she had a hard
Kristen
time
Kapoor Designs.
Yes, she had a hard time finding a pattern to use that yarn for.
So I feel like I did this pattern
Mhm.
justice. I really liked it.
Yes.
It was kind of a
It's
neat
gorgeous.
pattern, like some different stitches in it, and
Mhm.
I love the look of drop stitches. So for me,
Yes.
it was really good, especially for something like the shades of it are a little bit more, I'm going to say fall like,
Yes.
even though they're blues and greens and browns, sort of like
Cool or sort of warm, like
yeah,
earth tones.
earthy, I guess.
Yes,
which I think
we don't generally go for
yeah,
earth
I was going to say
tones.
that's one of the reasons that I feel like it's not really something I typically go for.
Yeah.
But
Oh, the pattern, I just love it, Margaret. It's just gorgeous.
I love this pattern. I love the drop stitches
Mhm.
and anyway, I think I did it justice, and I just
Yes, you did.
I really find it's good for
Yes.
for what I was looking for. So
Yes.
I'm really happy with
Yes. So I don't have anything done.
it.
I've been busy, which I will get into later.
Yeah.
But I do have.
So we both
This
have
is
some
this
whips.
is the one whip that I have, and this is a sock that I am doing a test knit for Knitalong Handmade. It's her sock recipe.
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple of issues, but a lot of it was just me.
Just trying to figure it out.
Just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get, now that I've got that figured out, I want to get it finished because she has a questionnaire for us to answer. So I want to be able to answer that, fill it out and answer it. But I've been a tad on the busy side. Plus I've been sick. Oh my gosh. I came down with a huge, really bad sinus infection on the weekend. And I ended 3 hours in the clinic waiting to get seen. So it was like,
but it was just after the long weekend.
It was right after the long weekend, so it was insane. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I got some stuff for it, and so I'm feeling so much better. So much better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I haven't been doing a lot of knitting. I've felt like crap for a few days. I was feverish and not feeling good at all.
Oh,
so it's
so
like, so
good.
I did nothing.
No.
So, but that is that's pretty much my whip. But I have. Do you have anything?
I have a whip.
Oh, you have your whip.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So this is my Rose City Rollers.
Oh, it looks so cute, Margaret.
It's so cute.
So I
think I may have mentioned, I had enough of, you remember last episode I showed you my smooth operator socks, and I created using this gorgeous yarn from Knitalong Handmade. I love this colorway. It's called Sari. And so I had enough left, and I didn't know what to do with it. So Sheila suggested making these little shorty socks, and you have a pair, and I really thought it was such a cute pattern.
And I made two pairs for my daughter-in-laws at Christmas.
Yeah.
And they love them.
They love them. So I thought, oh, this is what I want to do. So you gave me the pink, because I thought...
which is also one of SS's colors for Knitalong.
Yeah.
Handmade.
And so anyway, I'm going to do the toe in pink as well. So that's what I've got. I don't think I've done an awful lot since I've only done a few rows.
Yeah.
But I was going to mention this to you. I thought I would tell you just now. I have the pattern, like it's printed out, and then I do what I usually do, which is I take a Post-it note, and then when I do the rows, I count them. And that way, when I get to my next sock, I do the exact same number of rows.
Came off.
No.
Okay.
I have no idea where the pattern is.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got a copy. So
no, I'm not worried. But it's like all of those notes that I took, all those little lines that I did. I have no idea where it is.
Well, you're just knitting the foot now, so it's not like it's a big deal.
No, I know, but it's just like, because sometimes if you modify, if you do like an extra row in the heel,
I know, you make your little... I'm sure it's somewhere.
Noise.
Did it maybe get put into one? Like I sometimes just throw the other one in with one of the other ones.
I checked, because usually we keep them in these plastic see-through duotangs.
Yeah.
No.
Oh dear.
No. So you know what I'm really afraid
it's got to be somewhere.
May have happened? I'm afraid that a couple of weeks ago, I think maybe it was after our podcast, but I'm not sure. I went into the city to have lunch with a friend of mine, and I took sock knitting to do on the train, and I had the pattern. Now I usually have a tote bag that will fit like a book and my knitting bag and the pattern in the duotang and my wallet. Like it's a tote bag, like you know. And I remember sitting on the train and you doing this. And I thought I had taken it out of the bag. I checked my tote bag. I put, like, I
Yeah.
emptied everything out and put it away.
So
I
you
went
may
and
have
checked
left it on the
it.
train.
So that's my big fear,
Oh,
is that I've left
no.
it on the train. And again, I know, like, I know I can get the pattern. I'm
Yeah.
not concerned about that. It's my notes that
Yes,
it bugs
I
me
know.
that I don't have my notes, because it's like I knew exactly how many rows I did for
Yes.
for the pink.
Yep.
You know, and then so if it's in the house, it's not where it should be.
Yeah.
So the only other thing I can think of is that I would have left it here, but you would have seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, you would have come across it.
Because you took it, and it was after the last podcast that you went into the city.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I
It's
have
not
no...
been here.
But I can't believe that I would have left it on the train. Like, I just can't believe I would have.
Yes.
So, anyway, that's...
Frustrating.
So I'll take another look, but I really can't figure out where I would have left it. That it would have... Yeah.
Yes. Oh, but you need to...
Well, I was going to talk about the bag as well as what's in it.
Okay. So what I have... But I do have another whip. Actually, we both have another whip.
The same whip.
And it is our Banner Unfurled shawl that we're making along with everybody, like the other people who are going to join in for our Knitalong. And this is mine. What I have done, I need to sew my ends
so pretty. In. Oh, that's really nice.
So it starts out really small.
Yeah, you start cast on, I don't know, like very
like
small number stitches,
8 stitches or something like that.
Or something.
And then it moves into that. Actually, this is the wrong side. There's the right side. So it moves in, and then you go, and then you stripe, and then you start doing the lace work in the green instead of the blue, and the garter stitch in the blue. And then here, it's striping, but it's all 3 colors that I have, which is the blue, the green, and then I have a green and blue variegated. So, but that is what I have done. This is the green and blue variegated. Like, it's just awesome.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah. Looks really blue there.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my goodness.
I think things look different when we're recording than when it's finished.
Yes.
It's kind of unusual how that happens. But
there's a lot really more pretty. There is actually a lot more blue, now that I'm looking at it, a lot more blue in this than green. So so this is where I am. That's what I have done, and I've only
You're farther along than I am.
And I started that last week.
Yeah.
Sometime last week.
I'll show you mine because I have started as well, but so first of all, I want to talk about the bag that it's in, because I'm in love with this bag. Our friend Shauna, she's part of our Knit Night group. She is called Treadle and Twine on Etsy, and she made this bag for me at my request. It was a special order request. So this center panel here, and also on this side, is fabric from an old tea cozy that I had. And I know that sounds really funny, but the tea cozy I got in Glasgow, Scotland when I was there, and it's from there's a tea room, or a couple of tea rooms in Glasgow, where my aunt took me, and we had a really lovely afternoon tea.
Is that Vicky?
Yes, my Aunt Vicky. And so the furniture and the light fixtures, I think even the design on the carpets were all designed by a Scottish designer called Charles Rennie Mackintosh. And he was from the early 20th century. And one of his known designs is this, if you look at this here, is called the Mackintosh Rose. It's a sort of a stylized rose, as you can see. And so they, of course, as many places do, they sell things that you can buy that show examples of some of his design work. And so when you're traveling, of course, it's like, what you want to buy everything, but you got to buy light things. So I ended up buying this tea cozy, which I used for years, and it always reminds me of going to this tea room with my Aunt Vicky. And so I fell in love with it. Well, of course, the tea it just, it's a tea cozy, and so it just like got.
It's been used, well loved. It's been well loved and well used.
So it's got brown tea stains on it, and anyway, there wasn't. It's a funny shape because of the it's shaped to come up narrow at the top, and so there wasn't a lot of fabric choice.
No.
And so anyway, I told Shauna the story and said I'd really love to do something with this. I can't sew to save my life, so could you make something? And she found these other fabrics that I am so amazed at how beautiful. Like, she has an amazing eye.
Yes.
So the
I know,
pale
it's just
blue
gorgeous.
background, and it's got little tiny flowers. It matches like the pale blue. Let's see if I can find it right
There.
through here.
Yeah. And this part right here.
Yeah, and then the purpley color. It's got like little flowers.
Yes.
And the green as well has little flowers.
Yeah, the
and
purple goes with
the purple goes with
darker
the
purples
in the rose, and then the green matches the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then she's got this really nice sturdy, what would you call that? Like a cotton twill,
Yeah, very sturdy.
A sturdy bottom. And then she made this.
She has the woven handle.
And then this amazing handle, which is, again, really sturdy, super.
Yes.
A nice green zipper. And then even at the end of the zipper, she put a little piece of the fabric on it. Isn't that adorable? So she's just done amazing work here. And then on the inside, she's got, there's her label and this beautiful fabric again.
Get it a little closer.
And I'm going to take this out so we can start seeing some of my stuff. And then she's also got this really great little zippered pocket. See if I can.
Yes.
And again, it's got the blue fabric in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this amazing jewel of a bag.
Yes. There's her label.
So there's her label. It's Shauna at Treadle and Twine. Yep. And this was a really super special order for me. And so I'm just delighted with this.
Yes.
So this is the one that I'm doing my banner unfurled in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll show. I'm not as far along as you are.
She was trying to get a couple things.
I wanted to at least get started on it. So I think this is where I was the last time. I think I was just starting this speckle. And I think it might be easier if I just take this off.
Yeah.
My ladle cozy out. There we go. So I think I was just getting started on this on the speckle for mine.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've gotten through to this section here. And I'm just about to get started on the stripes for my first round of stripes, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
So, but I'm thrilled to bits with how gorgeous. I worked on it last time at midnight, and that's how I managed to get that little bit done. Yeah. And I just kept stopping and looking. Like, I'd spread it out and I'd look at it and go, "Oh, it's so pretty." I know. It's lovely. So my yarns are. So this is my speckle, and this is also from Pretty and Man-Made. We really like her yarn.
That's Holy.
So that's the speckle.
Mm-hmm.
I have this, which is two lace weight yarns together, two different pinks. Yeah. And then
they're similar, but
really
they're different.
Pretty blue.
Yeah. That's a hedgehog.
And this is hedgehog, and it's a single.
A single.
Yeah, skinny single. So I can't wait to see how this starts to look.
Oh, it's going to look fabulous.
It's going to look so good.
It's going to look absolutely fabulous.
Yeah. And I'm doing it on my new needles.
Hiya Sharps.
My Hiya Sharps. So this is the one I'm
How are you finding them?
I am not 100% sure. I like a wooden needle because I tend to knit loosely. Yes. So
and they are slippy.
And these are really slippery.
So yeah, but you do what I do, like just push them right off the needle, put them in the cozy, and it holds much better.
Yeah. So I have to do that. But I find when I'm knitting, I'm like, whoa. I feel like it's just going to slide and fly right off my needle. So I'm not 100% sold on them yet. Yeah. Nothing to do with a problem with the needle. It's more just my own style.
I'm using Addie's.
So, but I'm using the pattern. It knits up really fast.
I'm using Addie's.
Okay.
I could have used my Hiya Sharps. They're
Yeah.
a 4.5, so I
Yeah.
probably could have, but I'm actually using my Addy Sock Rockets, or Addy Turbo Rockets.
Yeah. What size
and I'm
are you
using
doing?
a 3.5.
I think I'm doing a 3.5
Well,
as well.
see, you knit really tight, but I think
No,
mine
loose.
loosely, but I just thought,
No,
like,
I'm doing 3.75.
Okay, so, but mine seems to be turning out okay, like, on what I'm doing. And I actually kind of like them, my turbos. Like,
Yeah.
I like the cord, and it is sliding quite nicely.
Yeah.
I'm quite enjoying these
But it's
ones,
so funny because when I look at mine compared to yours, even though you've done a lot more, I feel like mine
still looks looser.
Yes,
it does.
And I'm only doing like 0.25 millimeter bigger
I
needle.
know.
But
apparently it'll really block and stretch nice.
Yeah.
So that's a really nice thing about it. It's going to block and stretch nicely. So, and yes, I have to sew my ends in.
I have to weave mine in too.
I know. I've got so many ends. I really should.
Yeah, I like to get into the practice of actually
this
doing
one,
that.
I'm carrying it up.
I would do
on
that
this side, because you are using all 3 stripes.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is the very first stitch is knit one in the front, knit one in the back, knit one in the front again.
Yes.
And I'm doing when I knit, like, and when you come back the other way, you just knit everything.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is that last stitch, I'm bringing up all 3 yarns and I'm knitting it as one. Like, that is the one stitch is 3. I've got all 3 threads on that one stitch.
Yeah, so that's how you're going to carry it.
And that, so I knit the first one again with all 3 yarns.
Yeah.
And then when I knit the back, I just take for the row color I'm doing, I only use that one then.
Yeah.
So that's how
I'm
the
first
stitch
is always going to be just a little bit thicker.
Yes.
Because
which
of using
I think
them all.
it's looking okay. I think it looks fine.
I think it'll be
there's
fine.
the front, so like it's just, I think it's looking okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
And it carries up the yarn, and that's all that really matters.
And that's what I like to do as well.
Yes.
For stripes is carrying.
Yeah.
It's always a nice way to do
So that's for our knit along. So and then
we hope you like. I've started a chatter thread on our Ravelry group,
and I've posted. You've posted, and I've posted my colors, our yarn, and that.
I might go back and show. Maybe we can take some pictures and add those as well to the chatter thread. But I would love to start seeing if anybody's doing this with us.
Any of their other yarns.
Yeah, I'd love to see your color choices and see what they start looking like.
Yeah, because I think like the pattern shows it on when you get the pattern, it shows it as red, white, and blue. Mm-hmm. But there is, if you go to the Ravelry page and you see there's one there in like a teal, a gray, and a cream.
Yeah, and that's
what really sold me on it. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
And one of the things you can think about doing if you're concerned about color choices, and I learned this actually, I think, from Ramona. Ramona Firehorse on Instagram.
Yes.
She's involved in the Toronto Knitters Guild, and she just seems to be a fount of knowledge.
Oh, she is just a huge
So one of the things she had suggested, and it really works well, is if you
take a picture,
like this is the pattern, and this is it printed in black and white. So you can see sort of what the tones could be.
Yeah, because
and
this
make
is
your
it
choice
in color.
And make your choice that way. Deciding how to do it.
Yes.
And so, maybe that's something we could do with, well, especially with yours, just to get a black and white photo of it and so you can see how different it looks. And you get a sense of the color, how you want your colors to play together.
Yeah.
So we've talked about this before. This has nothing to do with her, but if you look at Northbound Knitting, if you ever take a look at her
any of
designs, her patterns, they're all very graphic looking, and I think one of the reasons she chooses often black and grays is it has a very graphic element to it.
Yes.
But then you are not limited to her color choices.
Yes.
You can choose a light and a dark, or a medium and a dark.
Yes.
Or you can really play with.
I'm doing one of hers next.
And
that's one of my next ones.
Yeah.
For me.
So there's I think that's a really good idea, is to maybe print out the first page of it in black and white and start considering your colors that way.
Yes.
Really balancing
Mhm.
how you want it to look, because I think that's a really handy tool when
Very,
you're sort of
yes.
struggling with colors, how well
Yes.
they'll look. Because you can always, if you're not sure about certain colors, you can always ask someone, another knitting friend, about color choices. But if
Mhm.
you want to sort of see how they're going to look together graphically, black and white is a really nice way to
Yes.
help you decide if you're on the right track.
Mhm.
So anyway, I just thought I would throw that out there.
Yeah.
So,
So, anyways, that's for our knit along.
Knitalong.
And this is.
And now we're going to talk a little bit.
Oh.
Last time we mentioned.
I was going to show the prizes for that knit along. I'm going to
yes.
re-show the prizes again.
Yeah.
The first one that we pick is this is the first prize. The first number or name that we pick, you get this kit, and it is it's a divided sock bag from Critium Handmade. It's got the divider inside. Let me just, I think you can't see it that way. There we go. See,
Yes.
there's the divider right there.
Yeah.
So
It's
you
nice
can
and
put
sturdy.
you can put a ball in either
on each
side. So it's
So
great.
if you're
It's
doing,
like a
if you
sock.
do two at a time,
Two at a time socks. And there's a little pocket in the side right there.
Yep.
So that's
And
that.
sturdy
And you
zipper.
get a needle cozy as well that matches. And then, yes, the zipper's really nice. I like that it's the yellow.
Yes,
really,
it stands out beautifully.
yes. There's her label.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to. There we go.
Yeah.
And then she has also dyed this yarn
To match the
the
fabric.
bag.
So it's 75-25 superwash merino nylon.
Yes.
And
This is her.
It's called
Rosanna sock, and she calls it Flora.
Flora. So she has an amazing eye for color.
And you get a little container.
Yeah.
With some stitch markers that she's made in them.
Yeah.
So
These are really pretty.
Yes, they are. They're very, very cute. With some little ring ones as well.
Yeah.
Little ring ones and little ones that like this with a jewel on them. They're quite pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, they're just
so
lovely.
that is our first prize.
That's the first prize.
And that's for the banner unfurled knit along.
Yep. To keep that together.
And so then you can show the other ones.
The other two prizes are going to get a Notions pouch from Ginger Snap, and there's one that's a Holly Hobby.
It's so cute. If you're of a certain age, you'll remember Holly
I
Hobby.
had a Holly Hobby. I
Yeah,
love my Holly Hobby.
I know.
And then I have, this is from Remembrances Pottery. It's a wool magnet. And then I also have from Ginger Snap, she's also sent some
Stitch
markers that have, do they have a little bead? Yeah, they have a little clear bead on them. And then there's that little lady on it.
So that's
for that
perfect when you need to have the beginning row and...
yes. And then the second one is the Canadian Moose. And it also has a your magnet with some stitch markers. It looks like a little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah. So cute.
Yeah.
This is, you know what? I just noticed. Look how sweet the inside of this one. It's like birch bark.
Yes, I know. Isn't that lovely?
Isn't that cute?
I know. The inside of this one's butterflies, like little circles and butterflies.
This is just so sweet.
Yeah.
With and so Canadian. So it would be fun if somebody who wasn't Canadian got that one.
Yes, yes, I know. It would be very cute. So those are the prizes.
Yes. For the banner
unfurled knit along.
Yeah. So
other than that, we
you have your big news.
My big news is I'm now a grandmother for sure. She was born last Thursday on the 29th, and today is July 6th. I just checked. It's July 6th. On June 29th, she was born at 6:18 in the evening. That's one of the reasons I actually have a little bit more knitting done than you, because while I was waiting.
Yeah, you were at the hospital for
I was at the hospital from, I got called at 6 in the morning. Actually, I was called the evening before, and I went and I picked up the dogs, and I brought them here because you just don't know how long. And they stayed at the hospital for a couple of days because she ended up having a cesarean. to a cesarean birth.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're doing fine. Layla was born, and she's 7 pounds. She was 7 pounds 14 ounces. And so we were just over the moon,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely over the moon. She's absolutely adorable, just the sweetest little thing. Oh my God, I can't just, some of the outfits she's been in, it's just like, oh, she's just so cute.
She's
She's
cute.
just a sweetheart, and she has more hair than my kids ever had when they were born.
Yeah, I know.
So she doesn't have a lot,
No.
but she's got more than what my kids had.
Yes.
They had almost none. So
yeah, they were practically bald, and
they were like peach fuzz.
And she and hers is very dark.
Yes, hers is quite dark. My kids were like
they were really super
fair
blonde.
So fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically what I've been up to.
Mm-hmm.
We were, and I'm still babysitting the dogs because she's had a cesarean and she lives in an apartment. It's too much for her to get out and take the dogs for a walk with also taking the baby.
Mm-hmm.
My son works shift, and right now, thank goodness, he's on afternoon, so he can spend the day with them and he can deal with a lot with the dog. But they're coming here a lot to the house. Actually, she's upstairs right now.
So I was.
She got to meet her. She got to meet Auntie Margaret, her great Auntie Margaret.
Yeah, I'm a great aunt now. And
yesterday she got to meet her great grandmother, my husband's mother.
Yeah.
So that's thrilled. Now we just have to get her, get our father
to come and
meet her, and then that's like, we got some pictures, and it's like 4 generations. It's like my mother-in-law, my husband, our son, and his daughter.
Yeah.
So like 4 generations pictures. It's just like Like
it's,
I cried when I went into the after she was born.
Yeah.
I cried. I just cried. I couldn't stop myself.
Yeah, she's sweetheart, and she's just so perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was feeding her. I left the burping up to the professional here. And I love little babies. I love holding them. I love rocking them.
Yeah.
Just I don't mind feeding, but I'm not big on the burping and the diaper.
She's
stuff.
not good at that's not her
I
forte.
do because I did it with yours.
Yes,
but
when
I was babysitting.
Yes,
but it's not
just when you had to.
If I have to, I'll do it. But if I don't have to, I'm gonna choose not to. But she's really sweet.
Yeah. So
she's
that's
adorable.
That's my one. So now we wait for the grandson to be born.
Yes.
And I want to tell you one more thing. They told me, because I stayed at the hospital a little longer than her mother and her friend. She had a friend come from out of town, and we were all there during the beginning of the delivery with my son. But then when it ended up that she ended up having to have a cesarean, we were in the waiting room. And she, so her friend left shortly after the baby was born, and we got to see her. And my husband was there for the afternoon. And I stayed there, but after everybody left, it was just me and my son and my daughter-in-law. And they said, well, we're going to tell you this now. And I'm going to get choked up saying this because I did when they told me. They named her Layla Irene Marie. So they named her after our sister. So it just means a lot to me. Yeah. It's really special. And when they told my dad, he cried. He goes, "You got me crying." I said, well, I'm trying not to, but I can't help it. So, but that was really sweet that they put that. I had no idea. It was an absolute surprise. And I just feel so lucky that they thought to do that. I'm really, really very happy about that. Yeah.
It's sweet.
It is. It's very sweet.
I know. So that's what you've been doing.
Yes.
I've just been having kind of a lazy week. I haven't really done an awful lot.
Have you been doing much editing?
No, the project that I'm working on has actually gone so smoothly.
Oh wow!
The author has been wonderful. The other person, there's a permissions editor who gets new photos and gets permission to use those photos, as well as reapplies for permission for any photos we're using from the last edition. And anyway, it's a big job, and that person is fantastic as well. And so I've sort of been, and then the woman I report to at the company, she's been away on vacation. So while she was away, anyway, a lot of issues got resolved. So when she came back, she's like, what's the status of this? Because I guess because it's all the work is done online, you can go in and see where there's outstanding issues. And I think she's come back and gone, there's nothing here like that. What's going on? So
you should get a bonus for helping it go so smoothly for the whole team. They should get a bonus.
Yeah, well, when you're freelance, you don't get bonuses,
I know, but you know what I mean. Like, it is nice.
But so I haven't had a lot to do in the last week, which is nice because I've been focusing on my own writing. So so that's been really good.
Number
3.
And
then I've managed to. Well, it's the third, but it's really only the second one that's of any that's workable. But yeah. Anyway, I'm really happy with how that's coming along. I'm almost finished that one. I think I have
good
1 or 2 more chapters.
Oh, fabulous.
Left. I'll see how that goes. So I'm happy about that. And then I don't think there's much. Yeah, we've just been kind of lazy and not really doing a lot.
Taking some walks, checking out the lake and the overflowing lake.
Yes, yes. Because we've actually been really lucky this last week since the long weekend. The weather's been amazing.
It's been really nice.
We've had so much rain.
Rain's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, June has just been rain. Like, if it's a sunny day, that's a rare day. Whereas so far July has been sunny, which is fantastic. So I've really just
we've
gone for walks.
We've had few quick downpours, and then it passes. Yeah, but I'd rather it rain like
I've done stuff in the garden, and so it's been an amazing week. So
fabulous.
The problem is I find that when I'm not working, when I don't have like paid work to do, I get out of the habit of working. And I find it's like, so Jess, the woman that I work with, that I report to, she's like, oh, I'm sending you this stuff that you've got to edit. And I was like, okay, great. And I'm like, oh.
I know. It's summer. I don't want to work.
I want to go out play.
Let me go out to play.
I want to go out and play, but that's the thing. If you work in educational publishing, it's
a lot gets done in the summer.
Everything comes into what we call into production at starting May, June, July.
Yeah.
So this is when you get really busy. Yes. This time of year, so you don't get to go out and play as much. But anyway, it's fine though. But it's just okay. I gotta really focus down. So
yes.
Anyway,
but that leads us to our last thing that we are going to do.
How could I forget? I almost forgot.
We posted a question
last time, because last time was our podiversary.
Yes.
Our 1-year anniversary of podcasting.
Yes.
And so we posted a question just asking everybody to comment on YouTube.
Yes.
What are you going to be knitting this summer?
Yes.
And just sort of out of curiosity. And so what we've done is, I think
I wrote them down.
Middle of the night, I think I closed comments, but we had quite a number of
wrote them down. They're all here and they're numbered. The ones up in the corner in the box, those were just well wishes, so I took them out.
Yeah.
That's why everything is written down. They're not in any particular order. I did double check last night and everything was there.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So we had
34
comments.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for the well wishes.
All the well wishes, because a lot of them
so nice.
Yeah, a lot of you I know you answered, but you also included well wishes, and that's what's really cool is it's just such a great community.
Yes.
So,
yes.
So to show our appreciation, Sheila,
for that, this is what we're gonna give to the person whose number gets pulled.
Yeah.
They're getting the
Boho Knits Ramble.
It's called Freckles
because each is unique.
And then there's also this little Canada Maple Leaf Progress Keeper.
Yep.
And then there's this, as I said last time, it's a sock bag, large notion pouch, or even a makeup bag. Mm-hmm. And it's got little sparkly unicorns. Oh, you can just see a bit of it shimmer there. So that's, we're gonna
Yes.
put, and I before we started, I just said random number generator to my Google audio, and it picked a number between 1 and 10 before I put in the numbers that I needed. So what I'm going to do, it's got that number, and that's the 9. I'm going to push this. Oh, go away. I'm going to push the blue bar, and it's going to bring me a number. 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Oh.
Number 2 is Gertrude
Seaver.
Seaver. Great, Gertrude, if you can get in touch with us on, why not through Ravelry, because then it's easier to private message through Ravelry.
Yeah, so look for either Shishi62 or Magpie60.
Or even just send us a message through, like you could, Magpie.
Yeah, one of us through through Ravelry, if you could message us, that would be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we can comment on there. I'm not sure if we can reopen comments or something, just to say you're the winner.
Yes.
Just to notify you in case you're not sure.
Yes.
But yeah, if you could get in touch with us there, we can find out your address so that we can mail this to you.
We'll get your prize mailed out to you.
Yeah. Oh, very excited about this.
So excited.
Thank you, everybody, and congratulations to Gertrude.
Yes. Great.
So
basically, that is it for today. We just wanted to make sure that got done, and we just want to say thank you all so much for watching and taking time out of your day to just to sit and enjoy with us, and enjoy and listen to us ramble on. So, but thank you so much, and to anybody else anybody who's new and has joined us for the first time, thank you, and we'll just keep you posted. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll do our next one in 2 weeks. Yeah. So thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.